Salve, we're finishing up lesson 20 here with lines 894 to 899, the two gates of sleep. This finishes off book 6. Sunt geminae somni portae, quaraltera fertur cornea, qua veris facilis datur exitus umbris. Altera candenti perfecta nitens elepanto, sed falsad caelum mitunt insomnia manes. Sunt, there are, twin gates of sleep. We have a short little ekphrasis here describing the gates of sleep. And so sunt is our verb. There we go. Gemini portae, twin gates, is our subject. And then somni is genitive of sleep. Quarum altera, of which, also genitive, of which, altera, one, that's a subject, and altera means one of two. So altera et altera, one and two. When you're counting in that way in Latin, you can say prima, altera, tertia, quarta. The first, the next, or the other, the third, the fourth. Altera is often used when we're talking about two things. That's how we use it. So the one, fertur, they say, is said. I should say is said. It's a passive form here, present passive. And fertur means to bear, but this is like to bear the report, to say. Of which the one is said, and you got to put in esse, to be cornea, horn, made of horn. Nominative. Qua, by which, by what way, qua via is the idea, by which are given, datur, or is given, I should say, is given a facilis exitus, an easy exit, and then dative, umbris veris, for true shades. Shades such as Psycheus, or any of those famous Romans that might have been mentioned. For true shades. The idea is that through this gate of horn, the true shades go, and then because they go out there, they give true dreams. So also think of umbris as being dreams here, of which the one is said to be of horn, by which an easy exit is given for true shades. These shades bring true dreams. And then altera, the other, so there's our other altera, and we're talking about two gates of sleep here, twin gates. The other, altera candenti perfecta nitens elepanto. The other shining nitens perfecta made elepanto with ivory, meaning it's made out of ivory. And what kind of ivory? It's candenti elepanto, shining or glossy ivory. One more time. The other shining, having been made, perfecta means having been made from shiny ivory. Sed falsad caelum mitunt insomnia manes. But the manes, meaning just in general, the spirits of the dead, mitunt, send, this is like sleeplessness, insomnia, to the sky or to the heaven. And I would say falsa insomnia goes together, false dreams. But the spirits of the dead send false dreams to the sky. So of these two gates, the gate of horn come the true dreams from true shades, and then from the gate of ivory, elephant, as we say here, come false dreams that the spirits of the dead send. Let's do this last bit now. His ibitum natan kisse sunaque sibulams prosequitur dictis porta quemitite burna, ille viam secat ad naves sociosque revisit. His dictis, these are ablatives, they go together, with these words, there, then, Anchises escorted his son and the Sibyl together. So, his dictis go together, they're ablative with these words. Anchises is the subject, Anchises escorts, and this is a deponent, compound of sequor, his natum, his son, meaning Aeneas, and he escorts the Sibyl, also accusative, una, this in the ablative case here, as one, together. We've seen this before, using this word. And he did it there. Well, you could say then, but we have the word then right here. Then and there, maybe you could say. Then and there with these words, Anchises leads or escorts his son and the Sibyl as one together. Porta quemitit e burna, and he sends them out through the ivory gate. Very interesting. Porta e burna. He sends them out through the ivory gate. And then we switch our subject to Aeneas. Ille, he, that guy, secat, cuts a road. So it sounds like he makes very fast progress back to the land of the living. And he does it ad naves, to the ships. So that guy cuts a road to the ships, and he revisits his allies. So revisit, verb, socios, accusative, allies. Let's do through one last time, translation, and then through the Latin. There are twin gates of sleep, of which the one is said to be horn, by which easy exit is given for true shades. The other, shiny, made from gleaming ivory. But the manes, the spirits of the dead, send false dreams to the sky. With these words, there and then Anchises escorted his son and the Sibyl together. And he sent them, you got to put in Eos, sent them out the Porta e Burna, the ivory gate. That one, meaning Aeneas, cuts away to the boats and revisits his allies. A couple words on this. This is a convenient way for Vergil to get Aeneas back to the land of the living, using these gates of sleep. There may be a significance for why they leave out of the gate of ivory versus the gate of horn. We don't know the full significance. So there is a theory that Aeneas had to get back before midnight, and true dreams were said to have come after midnight and false dreams before, so that's perhaps why they left before. Also, we notice that it's through the gate of horn that true shades exit, and Aeneas is not a shade, so perhaps he can't go through the gate of horn. It is a little disconcerting that at the end of all these dreams of Rome, that they exit through the gate of ivory, which is said to be of false dreams, so it does sound like a lot of these dreams of Rome are false. Whether that's what Vergil was trying to imply, we'll never know, but it's interesting to think about it. I forgot to underline that verb there, so I did right just now, and I will go ahead and do the Latin now and close us off. Sunt geminae somni portae, quar altera fertur cornea, qua veris facilis datur exitus umbris. Altera candenti perfecta nitens elepanto, sed fals ad caelum mittunt insomnia manes. His ibitum natum anchises unaque sibullam prosequitur dictis, portaque emittit eburna. Ille viam secat ad naves sociosque revisit. Well, that wraps up lesson 20 and our 20 lessons of Vergil in total. Thank you for listening. Ave et vale.